In this cattle region, the idea of the wall has been on people's minds for some time. Nelson and Ignacio are brothers. Despite their old age, they watch their cows all day long with guns at the ready.
I put 5 rounds in. Haiti is a huge haven for thieves. Can you hear me?
Their paddock overlooks the binational river.
One day, some Haitians stole a whole herd of 14 cows and their offspring. They left me nothing, and I never got any help from the authorities. We had to invest a lot to build these walls, to install fences and all kinds of protection, because every night Haitians crossed to look for cows.
The lack of coordination between the authorities on either side has left farmers in disarray over the loss of livestock. A few kilometers away, Haitians and Dominicans are much closer together. We are here on the Haitian side, in the border town of Wanamouth. It's 8 a.m. on Friday, the binational market day. On the bridge over the river, thousands of Haitians are preparing to cross. On market days, they can cross into the Dominican Republic without papers.
The border crossing has become a logistic nightmare considering 82% of Haitians are undocumented, forcing the Dominican Republic to implement a biometric system to keep track of foreigners.
Armed groups attacked 2 of the largest prisons in Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince, just yesterday. And officials say over 4,000 inmates managed to escape. Over 4,000 inmates managed to escape. Over 4,000 inmates managed to escape.
Considering 82% of Haitians are undocumented, can you identify which of these are part of the 4,000 that escaped?
More than 170 inmates have escaped to jail in Haiti following a mass breakout. One guard was killed in the incident, which took place around 45 kilometers north of the capital, Port-au-Prince.
Can you identify which of this are part of the 170 more that escaped?
Armed police surround the prison just outside the capital, Port-au-Prince, where several inmates managed to flee. Among them was Arnold Joseph, who's been described as one of Haiti's most notorious gang leaders.
This group has no papers, no ID, no biometric registry in Haiti. Can you identify Arnold Joseph in this group? Maybe in this settlement of 170,000 undocumented Haitians. Or in this settlement of 500,000 undocumented Haitians. The number of undocumented Haitians crossing into the Dominican Republic has far exceeded what is generally considered a migration issue.
Haiti right now is a complete disaster. I mean, this is as bad as it's ever been, and I followed it, not just because South Florida, where I live, is an enormous Haitian-American community, 650 miles from Miami. It's everything that happens there is both heartbreaking and at the same time has a direct impact on the state of Florida and ultimately on the country.
Joins me now. Congresswoman, thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
And then doing everything that we can to stop the trafficking of arms, of guns to Haiti. Those guns are made here in the U.S. They're being trafficked and smuggled to Haiti, which has contributed to this layered crisis of economic devastation, political instability, and growing violence.
Haitians have been flocking to the border with the Dominican Republic as the humanitarian crisis in Haiti worsens.
And now the Dominican government says it will build a border wall to keep migrants from Haiti out.
In just 2 years, we want to put an end to the serious problems of illegal immigration, drug trafficking and the movement of stolen vehicles and achieve the protection of our territorial integrity.
Meanwhile, violence within Haiti is intensifying. Local media reports gangs looted the home of the national police director before setting it on fire. A fire has also broken out at the main prison in Port-au-Prince. CBS News correspondent Christian Benavides is with us now from the border between Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Christian, what can you tell us about the situation at the border today?
Elaine, good afternoon. Well, despite what you're seeing right behind me, which is tons and tons of people tens of thousands of people that are able to come to the border with the Dominican Republic because there is an open-air market here. Things do remain tense. In fact, earlier in the day, they had to shut down the border for a bit. They had to really get control of it because a number of people from Haiti rushed the border and started running in.
A group of Haitian individuals rushed the border and forcibly breached the gate in an attempt to enter the Dominican Republic. The gate was subsequently thrown into the Dajabon River. Dominican authorities responded promptly, intercepting the truck and stopping the crowd at the Dominican side of the border gate to prevent unauthorized entry. The incident disrupted normal operations for several hours.
So certainly, while it appeared that things were calm for a bit, things are intensifying once again. It's just...
And that steady stream of people, Christian, behind you really underscores how serious the situation is there. Christian Benavides, thank you very much.
What you're seeing here is the fuel of a lot of the violence you're seeing down in Haiti and the Caribbean.
It's the source of power for the gangs tormenting Haiti. An arms race to create an arsenal that ensures control.
We have .338 sniper rifles, 308s as well, very high caliber weapon used by a lot of militaries. Also a .308 belt bed machine gun. It's older, but it's very functional and obviously a very potent weapon in the wrong hands.
What looks like a high caliber gun show is instead evidence seized by Homeland Security investigations in Miami. All of these intended to be shipped to Haiti.
This is one of the most unique port of entries in the United States.
Special Agent in Charge, Anthony Salisbury, taking NBC News on an exclusive, in-depth look at the colossal task to stop the gun smuggling.
Is this a daily occurrence that you guys are finding weapons?
It's a very regular occurrence. It sometimes daily, ebb and flow with it, but yeah, it wouldn't be uncommon to get daily weapon seizures coming out of Miami.
Gang members will pay anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000 for it.
It's estimated a large portion of those weapons are smuggled on freighter ships that depart from a 5-mile strip of the Miami River that also serves as a port of entry and exit to Haiti and the Caribbean.
Dominicans have tried to control illegal settlements, combat the illegal charcoal trade, more concerningly, address the rampant gang violence that the Haitian government has struggled to document and control.
There is no functioning government in Haiti right now, and the police seems unable to fight the gangs that control large parts of the country.
They have these extremely well-armed paramilitary gangs. They have weapons that cost anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 on the streets of Haiti. Of course, the logical question is, well, if most Haitians survive on less than $2 or $1 per day, and many of these street soldiers who are under Vital Om or Katsan Mawuzo or whatever gang boss, they haven't even ate properly for breakfast, lunch, for dinner. How can they then be gripping these automatic weapons, 99% of which come from the United States? There's also Israeli Galils that we've researched. And it's just fascinating that the Haitians continue to be in this colonial quagmire.
So first, France, I want to start with you. For anyone who is unfamiliar with this long legacy of pushing people of Haitian origin out of the Dominican Republic, talk to us about how we got to this point. Why is it that people of Haitian origin are being pushed out of DR?
Sure. I think it's important to understand what the roots of this conflict are, and that they're essentially a conflict between the DR and its own Blackness. A lot of people paint this as an issue between Haiti and the Dominican Republic, but you don't see the same kind of retaliatory actions on the Haitian side. This actually has started long before. A lot of people don't know that the DR is actually the first place where enslaved Africans were brought to the Americas in the 1500s. So naturally, when Haiti became independent, it made sense for Haitians to help the Dominican side also achieve independence from slavery in 1822. It made sense for Haitians to help the Dominican side also achieve independence from slavery in 1822. It made sense for Haitians to help the Dominican side also achieve independence from slavery in 1822. It made sense for Haitians to help the Dominican side also achieve independence from slavery in 1822. Now, in most countries, this would have been painted as a victory, but because the Dominican Republic continues to be a state controlled by white supremacist leanings and a white elite, this was painted as an occupation.
The Spanish colony of Santo Domingo, now the Dominican Republic, would be the target of aggression from its Hispaniola neighbor, French-ruled Saint-Domingue, now Haiti, in the early 19th century, culminating in a 22-year occupation which would have long-term consequences for both nations.
This was painted as an occupation. And so this narrative has continued on until the time of Trujillo in the 1937s, where Haitians were accused again of invading, accused again of invading, accused again of invading the DR, posing a threat across the border, and a massacre, one of the last ethnic cleansings in the region, was conducted against anyone assumed to be Haitian, Now you see that the current president, Abinader, is using some of the same language and the same tactics to remove people who are assumed to be Haitian, meaning Black people, from the nation.
Considering 82% of Haitians are undocumented. Not a single mention that Haitians lack documentation and therefore been, legally, deported. Undocumented migrants from Haiti are untraceable for the law. Only undocumented migrants are deported, regardless color or origin.
Announcing a crackdown on guns.
It follows a recent increase in firearm and ammunition smuggling to Haiti and other areas in the Caribbean. Local 10 News is Cody Weddle is live in Doral with the details. Cody?
Yeah, guys, take a look at this firepower we have on these tables here. These are sniper rifles. We have some other semi-automatic rifles. Over here on this table, we even have an AK-47. And these are the guns that Homeland Security Investigations Office here in Miami say are increasingly flowing into the Caribbean, specifically into Haiti.
And now shifting focus to Latin America, the military in Colombia is caught in a massive scandal. And the one who uncovered the scandal is none other than the country's own president, Gustavo Petro. The Colombian president has accused the army of theft of millions in arms and ammunition. He says the huge cache of missing arms came to light during his visit to 2 military bases. The Colombian president now fears that the stolen arms have landed in the hands of rebel groups or may have been smuggled to Haiti, where gangs have wreaked havoc.
The Dominican Republic needs a wall to prevent violent spillover, arms, and drug traffic from Haiti and into Haiti.
A tale of two countries that share an island landmass, but with diametrically different lines of development and, sadly, growing animosity between the two neighbors. While the Dominican Republic is seeing a business boom based on its growing tourism sector, neighboring Haiti is almost in terminal decline. Its people among the most poor in the world. The Dominicans are now building a wall along the previously porous border. The aim is to keep out any form of traffic. It's a move that adds to growing racism and xenophobia. Our reporter Laurence Cuvillier has been to see the situation firsthand. Laurence, we'll see pretty soon in your report how this wall's being built. Tell us more about how the decision to construct this massive object, this physical barrier against the neighbours was reached. How did they reach this decision?
Well, the wall will separate two neighbors who have always found it difficult to live together in the tiny islands of Hispaniola. Haitians and Dominicans do not speak the same language. Their history is one of conflicts, clashes, invasion, massacres. But today, the dramatic situation that prevails in Haiti means that more Haitians than ever want to find refuge in the Dominican Republic. So this is why this wall, as you will see, is very popular among Dominicans, but is seen as a cruel humiliation for Haitians. Humiliation for Haitians.
You may remember this picture that we're showing you following the unrest after the assassination of Haitian President Jovenel Moïse. The president of the Dominican Republic closing its border with Haiti due to growing fears of disorder. On Sunday, the Dominican Republic, well, it took a different step, a step further, building a wall that will cover almost half of its 244-mile border with Haiti. Its stated goal: to stop irregular migration and smuggling, and something the president of the Dominican Republic, Luis Abinader, describes as having benefit for both nations. Well, joining us now to discuss this and talk more about this is Gerline Joseph, co-founder and executive director of Haitian Bridge Alliance. Gerline, it's good. Thanks for joining us. This is a perplexing problem as people look at it, because when they think about the wall separating these two nations that are neighboring nations right now, this wall is just the latest in a series of grievances, by the way, between two countries that share the same island, but don't share the same perspective, and really don't share the same benefits. Can you tell me how you see this?
Thank you so much for having me again. And as we continue to look into what's developing between the Republic of Haiti and the Dominican Republic, and as you mentioned, the building of the new wall, and what does that mean for the two countries? You know, I was born in Haiti. I remember at a very young age the relations that were happening between the Dominican Republic and Haiti, where Haitians were able to go to the Dominican Republic. But I clearly also remember how Dominicans were able to enjoy freedom and liberty in Haiti as they prosper in all aspects, from business to leisure, right? But as we are looking right now with the intensity of anti-Blackness and the intensity of prejudice against darker-skinned people on the island, going back to 200 years of history of do we want to be of African descent or do we want to be of European descent? Where you see on the Haitian side, we clearly embrace our Blackness, and on the Dominican side, they are more so on the white part, on the being descendant of Spain and what's not. That continues to be a part of the dialogue and also the misunderstanding that's happening between the two countries. And also the misunderstanding that's happening between the two countries. And also the misunderstanding that's happening between the two countries. Understanding that the building of a wall is the next step in really dividing us as an island, dividing us as an island, dividing us as an island, dividing.
It's heartbreaking to see when the Dominican Republic, of course, the closest neighbor to Haiti, could actually be helping them rebuild during their turmoil upheaval. Gerline Joseph, the co-founder and executive director of Haitian Bridge Alliance, thank you for joining us this hour.
In this neighborhood of Ansa Pizza, the majority of the inhabitants are returnees who cross the border illegally every day to work in the timber trade.
This is how it happens. We go to cut wood in the Dominican Republic to sell it here and earn a living. Here, everyone does that. The military chases us. When we get caught, they take the wood, they beat us up, but you can get lucky and go unnoticed.
The lack of electricity in Haiti has led to a return of the use of charcoal, causing a boom in this illegal trade.
This wall will not be good for us, because here, everyone earns a living in the Dominican Republic. It's our only resort.
But above all, it is tourism that the Dominican Republic absolutely needs in order to consolidate its economic boom. That is why the Dominican government is trying by all means to protect itself from a spillover effect of the Haitian security crisis. That is why the Dominican government is trying by all means to protect itself from a spillover effect of the Haitian security crisis. That is why the Dominican government is trying by all means to protect itself from a spillover effect of the Haitian security crisis.
Haitian lives matter. These protesters say Haitian migrants deserve to stay in the DR.
The discrimination and the injustice in the Dominican Republic.
The exact number of Haitian migrants in the Dominican Republic is unknown, but recent estimates range from 500,000 to nearly 2 million.
The international airport has stopped operating. No flights in or out. Paralysed by gang violence, like much of the country. A gang leader and former police officer, Jimmy Cherizet, nicknamed Barbecue, has claimed responsibility for the attacks, saying the aim is to force the Prime Minister, Ariel Henry, to stand down.
The crisis has fueled fears of another Haitian migrant exodus in the U.S. and here in the Dominican Republic. The DER has built a 12-foot tall border wall to protect them from gangs and crime. They call it a smart security fence with drones and cameras, night vision and watchtowers. Yesterday, we drove in dune buggies along the border with Haiti with the commander of CESFRONT, the Dominican Republic's Border Patrol. Construction of this new border wall began last year. The president of the Dominican Republic says so far about 100 miles of border wall has been completed. The goal is to eventually have a border wall run along the entire border with Haiti. He says it'll change the Dominican Republic forever. The physical wall is already doing its job. From a security standpoint, it is helping us a lot.
Unregulated migration can pose significant security risks, including the potential for criminal activities, terrorism, and the strain on public resources. Therefore, maintaining controlled borders is not only a matter of law but also a critical aspect of national security and public safety.